Welcome to Gyan Niketan Girls School. Hello students, I am Aarti Sharan. Today I am going to discuss diary entry. Here I have written the heading diary entry. But before writing diary entry, we should follow certain strategies. So here few strategies are written to write an effective diary entry. So here the first thing is you have to read the question carefully. Read the question carefully. You have to read the question very carefully. What is written in the question, what you have to ask, what you have to write, what is asked in the question and what you have to write. The second point is draw out a rough sequence of events you wish to narrate in the diary entry. So whatever you want to narrate, whatever question is asked, whatever and according to that you want to narrate in the diary, that you have to make a rough sequence. So which event you will write first, after that what you will write, after that what you will write. So that you will write in a sequence. So rough sequence you have to do. So at the end of the page or at the end of the copy, you can do this rough work. You will write out the rough sequence of the events. Then the third point is, in the first paragraph, react to the situation mentioned in the question. So whatever is asked in the question, about that you have to write in the first paragraph. In the first paragraph you have to write about whatever is asked in the question. So it could be your feeling of relief, despair, happiness or anxiety. So in first paragraph you can express yourself, you can express your feeling of relief, then despair, happiness or anxiety, anything. So you will write in few sentences in the first paragraph whatever is your feeling and whatever the question is asked accordingly you will write in the first paragraph. Actually in diary entry there are 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph you will write like that. Then in the second paragraph you write the description, whatever you want to write, whatever your feelings and emotions are. And in the third paragraph, then in second paragraph it is written, trace the events with feelings. That's what I explained to you just now. That you will trace the events, the event about what you are writing, the event about which you are writing, that you will write in detail. So you will write about that event in detail in the second paragraph. Then conclude by mentioning the expected future. So then you have to do the conclusion, that will be the third paragraph. In that you will mention the expected future. What you expect, what should be done, whatever problem you have discussed in the diary. What is your expectation, how it will be solved, whatever you have written, that you have to write, about that you have to write that what is your expected future, what do you expect from others, from yourself, from the society, from what you have written. So you have to write about the same thing, but you have to find out the solution, or you can also write the resolution which you have made about yourself. For here, this could be an expectation from others or yourself, or simply the kind of circumstances you expect in near future. So in the last paragraph, that is the conclusion paragraph or concluding paragraph, in that you will write about your expectation of the future, or whatever you have expected from the others or from yourself, or simply the kind of circumstances you expect in the near future. What should be in the near future. And the sixth one is, remember to write the events and feelings in a logical manner. So whatever you are writing, it should be written in a all the events, whatever you are writing about, so that about that event, all the feelings should be written in the logical manner. Then the seventh point is, be grammatically correct. That means whatever you are writing, that should be correct. Grammatically, it should be correct. Then number 8 is write in a clear and concise manner. Whatever you are writing, it should be clear, understandable and concise, in short and very clear, short and clear. It should be written in a concise manner. Number 9, keep the reader interested by avoiding repetition of events and feelings. The same event should not be repeated again and again. That because you will lose the interest of the reader. So in order to keep the reader interested in reading your diary, though it is personal diary, but sometimes you write a diary and that you want others to read. In that case, if you write a diary in a very interesting manner, then people will like to read your diary. You must have seen people's diary published as a story. So it should be written in a very interesting way. And the last one is use connectors like moreover, consequently, sequence markers like after that, then, thereafter. So all these words you can use in the diary. This will make your diary writing cohesive. But don't overuse them. Don't overuse them because the others will lose interest. So if you go through all these things, you will understand how to write a diary. But main 5 things you have to keep in mind, or 4 things you have to keep in mind, that it should be written at night. It should be written first person because you are writing a diary about yourself. So it should be written first person. Then it should be written past tense because whatever has happened in the whole day or whatever event had taken place, about that you are writing in your diary. So it should be written in the past tense. And very important thing is you have to express your feelings, emotions in the diary in a very nice manner. So now I will show you what is the format of the diary. The format of the diary is, first on the top you will write diary entry. After that you will leave one line, and then on the top you will write diary entry. Then you will leave one line here. After that, here is the margin, and very near to the margin, first you will write the day. What is day today? Thursday. So you will write Thursday. Then you will write today's date. What is today's date? Date is 24th September. And then year 2020. So what we have written? Day, then date, and then year. But we are not going to write in the copy. We are going to write this in the copy. And then at 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. that you have to write in your diary, which is very important. The time should be written in the diary. In diary entry, you have to write the time, and there should not be any place left between this. So 9:30 or 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. whatever you have to write, that you will write there only. After that, you will again leave one line and you will start writing diary from here. Means very near to the margin. Very near to the margin. So you start writing and it should be written in 3 paragraphs. The diary entry should be written in 3 paragraphs. As I discussed just now, when I was discussing the strategies, at that time I discussed that you have to write in 3 paragraphs. In this way, this is the format. Diary entry is the heading, date, year and the time. That's all. Nothing more you have to write in the diary. No dear diary or etc. Neither you have to write your name at the end of the diary. Only you have to write the 3 paragraphs, and in 3 paragraphs, first one you write about the question, whatever is asked in the question, that you will write down in the first paragraph. Then the second will be the body, you will explain the whole event, and in the last paragraph will be the concluding part. So I have completed diary entry. Thank you.